now we have Carlo. Yes, we have Carlo, of course, talking to us about SvelteJS. So take it away, Carlo.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to share my screen. Can everybody see that okay?
Yep.
Yep, sweet. Cool. My name is Carlo Cruz. I've been a web developer for 10 years. These are my contact details. I usually have more intro to this, but I just want to get straight into what I want to talk about, which is creating a web application in SvelteJS. Now, this is the end product of what we will achieve, hopefully within this 10 minutes. So we have this hello world. I'm 12 years old. So if you click on the button, once you hit 18, then all these cocktails will pop up, right? And now this is fetching from an API that is from another API. And obviously we have a few other features here. So now if you click on the SvelteJS website, which is svelte.dev, and hit the REPL, you get this little handy dandy little sandbox which you can play in. So what the first thing we'll do is add an age. So let age equal 16. So now what this will do is allow us to apply, show this age, I am age. So you can see how it binds variables to the HTML. And this app.svelte is actually a good indicator of what a component will look like. This is all you will ever need for your component. Svelte will compile this file into JS so that the web browser can render it. Now here you're asking about subcomponents. So how can I add another component in there? So if you do app.svelte, age.svelte, sorry, you can then add the HTML in to another Svelte file and add your script tags like this fairly easily. And then you could quite easily in here. So if you want to pass parameters in like the age, so you can export let age. And obviously it's not displaying on the right because it's not even in this app.svelte file, apps.svelte. So what you'll need to do is import age from age.svelte. This will be pretty JavaScript heavy. So anyone that doesn't know JavaScript, I'm sorry, but you know, sorry, not sorry. So then you can now once you've imported it in like you would in a module, it is now accessible to you as a HTML element.
I'm going to save you a bit of pain. You've got form instead of from at the top there.
Oh, thank you. That would have been really embarrassing. So as you can see now, you've imported the age component from this other Svelte file into your main Svelte file. And that's pretty much it. Now, what about forms? Does Svelte do forms? Yes, Svelte does forms. So from the previous example, we got buttons, increase age, and the on-click events are prefixed with this sort of format. And then you pass in a variable or a function. So in this case, we want increase age. And up in your script tags, you just want to declare the function increase age, and then age plus equals 1. So now, whenever you click the increase age, it'll increase, right? This is fairly straightforward, I believe. Like this is one of the many benefits of Svelte where there's no boilerplate around it like React or Angular. You don't have to create extend the React component itself to get all these functionality. It's sort of just out of the box and it feels a lot cleaner to me. So now value binding to input boxes. So then so if you have the input box, The keyword value would be bind value. And then like in this scenario, you just type in name and then it's bound to the variable. So now you just type whatever you want and it will update on the fly. What's next? What else can we do? I guess we'll get to the nitty-gritty of it, which is fetching data from an API, which is something that everybody needs to do for the most part. So since we don't want to do this every time this script runs, Svelte comes out of the box a few little what's the word, life cycle hooks. So you could import them like so. These are all in the documentation. I'm just reading this from a pre-made script I already have, which is embarrassing that I got that previous line wrong to begin with, but you know, live and learn. So we have the onMount function, which is used like this. So onMount, and then the first variable will be a function that will const res await fetch. And then now what I want to do is use this open API, which is called the Cocktail DB, which has all these cocktails listed in it and recipes and how to make it. So, you know, when you're free, have a browse. It's quite nice. So then we can just pop that right in there. So this API is, we're searching cocktails that start with the letter A. I'm going to change that to, let's say J. And we have to then declare the function that all the cocktails will be stored in. So cocktails, drinks. If anyone's confused about this layout, it's just the way this API will output the data so that we don't get any errors. So now in the HTML, sorry, I've forgotten this extra bit, which is now cocktails equals await res.json. That would have been really painful to debug later. So now putting that data in the HTML is pretty straightforward because all you'll need to do is pop your keyword tag each, which then you close with that li, and then in the side of the each, you will need to do cocktails.drinks as cocktails. So this cocktails.drinks is referring to this variable, which has been reassigned here. So now we have cocktail dot stir drink, which is what it will output from the API. Unexpected end of line. Da, 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 da. Oh no. Each has cocktail. Line 40. Oh. So now here we go. So now we are putting the data coming from the API into this cocktail, which we now are putting in the HTML. Now we want to see the pictures because cocktails are pretty. So then we have cocktail stir drink thumb. Alt equals image of cocktail dot stir drink. So hopefully that will update correctly. And there we go. We have all the pictures of the cocktails that we're pulling in. Oh, that one looks nice. So we can now that we've got all this, we can sort of make it prettier with styles. I'm not a designer myself, so this will not look good, but it will just demonstrate the capability of Svelte. Yeah, So we should be able to wrap div class equals my div. And no, we won't even need that. We'll just wrap everything inside of that div. So all divs will have a border of 1 pixel solid below. So as you can see, the blue border appears. But now if we go to h.svelte, one good thing about it is styles are component based. You can add global styles, but I just don't have time to show you right now. So as you can see, there's only one blue border here, and everything else is pretty much working. So the increase age is working. I won't go into any more further because I've pretty much run over time, but that's pretty much a good brief rundown of Svelte and its capabilities. So if you have any other questions, please ask. I'm happy to answer them all. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlo. That was really interesting and exciting. It looks like a beautiful framework to work with.
Yeah, I really do like it.
Yeah. Have you got into the weeds very much with adding things like your validations and complex form requirements and
I have,
sort of fun
not
stuff?
to the extent of super complicated forms. I don't foresee, like, because of the way it's written and the way you write things, I don't foresee that to be much of an issue. But then again, I say that without foreknowledge, and I can say that about anything. But I have not, but I don't see it being an issue.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you'd almost just be using whatever you would usually use.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
so
going to work.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any questions, anybody? All right. Well, thank you very much again. That was awesome. SvelteJS.
Thank you.
Like I've got another rebuild up ahead. Yeah.